What's up, and welcome everyone to another episode in the Transforming a Mazda 3 series. And today we're gonna be installing a brand new K&N Typhoon cold air intake system, right? So we have this intake, and basically what we're gonna be doing essentially in this video is carefully removing the stock intake system, and we're gonna be putting this cold air intake by K&N, which is said to be, give you guaranteed horsepower, but we're gonna see. So without boring you guys any further, let's get into the video and the installation. So first things first, what we are going to do, we're going to remove the decorative engine cover. It's not bolted, it's not fastened, it's not screwed down, so you basically just have to lift it off. Secondly, we are going to basically disconnect the mass airflow sensor, after which we are going to disconnect the crankcase vent hose from the valve cover port. For the next step, we're going to be loosening the hose clamp that is securing the factory intake hose onto the throttle body. We're going to be removing the two bolts securing the fresh air intake scoop to the core support. After we do that, then we are going to be removing the complete airbox assembly from the vehicle. Also to note, there is a fastener for the mass airflow sensor on that. You could just get a flat blade and just pry it out from the backside. Now that we have removed the stock intake system from the car, what we are going to do now is we're going to use the trims provided. Well, the trim provided, and we're going to cut it into two. But what I did, I actually routed the inner part, the inner circular area first, and then I marked it off. And then I just use the rest to go around the heat shield. By right, you're supposed to cut it 12.5 inches, and the next one should be 28 inches. But I just choose to do it the way I did it. Now that we have that done, we're going to go back to the factory airbox and we're going to remove one of the grommets that is actually there, and we're going to be installing it onto the heat shield. Next step, we're going to go to the car, to the battery tray area, and we're going to remove that bolt. That bolt is actually a 10 bolt. Now that we have the bolt removed, we are going to install the mounting bracket and fasten it down with that same bolt that we just removed. And we're going to be installing the heat shield directly after. Now that we have that done, for the next step, we are going to be removing the mass airflow sensor from the factory airbox, and we're going to be installing it onto the K&N intake tube or pipe, if you prefer to say that. For our next act, we are going to be installing the 90-degree vent fitting into the K&N tube, as well as installing the coupling hose onto the throttle body and putting the K&N tube in that, and we're going to be tightening those together with the clamp provided. Right, so we are winding down. So at this point, we're gonna get to install the filter finally. First, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the clamp onto the intake tube, and then we're gonna put the filter onto the intake tube and clamp the filter onto the tube itself. We are now going to connect the mass airflow sensor connector. It's right below there, so we're gonna just fit it on, and then we are going to connect the hose trim from the crankcase to the 90-degree fitting that we installed on the K&N intake tube. Once this is done, we're gonna reinstall the engine cover. It's not hard. There's nothing to fix on in terms of screws, so we're gonna just do that. And we are good to go. Right, so now we have installed the Typhoon K&N Cold Air Intake. The thing is, I mean, we have our goodies, K&N would definitely send a bag with stickers, decals, but then I did not know which one to choose. I swear to God, like, I honestly did not know. I just, but then, I ended up choosing the aluminum one because I think it makes more sense to put it on to the intake. So yeah, we did that, and that shit added, such a beautiful look to the intake. So gorgeous. So now that we have completely installed our Typhoon Cold Air Intake system, what we're gonna do a sound comparison to see what the old intake system sounds like as compared to our new system. So guys, we made it to the end of the video. This is how you install your Typhoon K&N intake system on the Mazda 3 2015. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more like this. Also, let me know in the comment section how this video was. I appreciate y'all. Peace out.